how to unfuck your brain. Now, most people think that they are broken. They think that they lack motivation and they're lazy and that it's all a discipline problem. But that's not it. It's a clarity problem. That's a problem they're having right now because the thing is, if your brain is fried, if it's completely cooked, then you're not lazy, okay? You're lost. And you do not feel unmotivated. You are just confused and unfocused. And here's the reality. Despite how you may feel, you are not the one broken. It's your system. And you cannot, and I mean by absolutely no way in hell can you fix your life without fixing your mind. Because every result that you want starts up here. It starts here in the head, in your mind, in your brain. And this is not a hype. This isn't a hype. This is not a fluff. This is a tactical guide to get your brain back online. Now before we really get to this video, I just want to apologize for the way I'm going to be speaking. I'll leave the captions for better understanding, but basically my wisdom tooth is it has grown apparently, and so it's been giving me problems. So I just came from the dentist a few days ago, and so my whole face is kind of like stiff. So continuing on with this video. So number 1, input determines output. Let's start with food, okay? Since I just came from the dentist. You are what you consume. You are what you eat, okay? If you eat garbage, your brain will naturally process garbage. And this isn't some spiritual observation that I had or like some revelation. No. This is biological. Your gut your gut makes neurotransmitters, okay? A chemical that basically controls your emotions, your focus, and your energy. And if your gut is wrecked from all the processed food and all the sugar and caffeine roller coaster and all that junk, then of course your mind is gonna feel anxious and numb. So when people ask me, how do I fix my mind? How do you fix your mind? What did you eat for breakfast? Because the thing with food is, it doesn't just fill you up, it programs you. So you gotta eat clean to think clean. And when you eat junk, you're gonna think junk. You're gonna think chaotic. So start there. Start with what you eat. Number 2, sleep, the performance multiplier. Here's the truth that nobody wants to hear, that they like to ignore, okay? You do not need more hustle. You need more sleep. And I've tested this one out, okay? These last couple of days. So I know what I'm talking about. Because the thing is, if you undersleep, your body thinks that you are in danger, okay? And when your body thinks that it's in danger, your brain will shut down your long-term thinking. And that's when you're tired and all you just want is just sugar, Netflix, comfort, and just dopamine, okay? And it's not a weakness, okay? It's physiology. You gotta fix your sleep to fix your craving, which fixes your discipline. You do not need to get stronger, okay? I mean, no, that's not what what I'm supposed to say. You don't get stronger. Sorry, I'm like mixing up the information in my head. Sorry. You don't get stronger by burning yourself out. You get stronger by recovering like a pro. So you gotta prioritize sleep like it's a business investment because it is. Period. Number 3, your environment is a mirror. Here's what most people forget. You do not rise to the level of your potential. You fall to the level of your environment. So if your room is messy and your thoughts will be messy too. So if you're surrounded by complainers, you're gonna start making excuses, okay? You're gonna start making excuses and normalize making excuses. Because the thing is, you cannot sit in a burning building and then expect to breathe clean air. That's how important your environment is. And I'm not just talking about your room, I'm talking about what's on your phone, who's in your messages, what plays in your earpods or your earbuds, your headphones, what your space feels like when you walk in. So clean up. Clean up and design your environment like you want to win. Because you will become what surrounds you. Number 4, no goal equals no filter equals mental health. So here's a question that will expose all of your chaos. What do you want? Tell me, what do you want? If you do not have an answer to this, then that is exactly why your brain feels scattered. Because without a goal, without a goal, your mind has no filter. Everything just feels urgent, everything feels important, so you chase basically everything and anything. And you end up finishing absolutely nothing. And that in itself is mental torture. But here's the fix. Get ruthlessly specific about what you want and use that as a compass. Okay? Because when you know what the target is, it tells you what to ignore, what to prioritize, and what to stop tolerating. So basically, your goal doesn't just drive you, it protects your mental bandwidth. Moving on to number 5, the life equation, okay? N plus A equals O. Here's the formula that I use for everything in life. So, now plus action, now which is an, plus A which is action equals outcome which is O. So, here's how most people work, okay? Most people want a different life, but they do not change the variable inputs, okay? So the output naturally always stays the same over and over and over again. And when the output doesn't, and you need to understand that when your output doesn't equal your goal, you gotta start changing your variables. So if you want a better outcome, don't wish for it, okay? You need to adjust. Adjust what you're doing now and what actions you're taking. That's it. Success isn't some mystery. It's an equation. But only if you're honest about what you're doing right now. Number 6, too much chaos equals a mental breakdown. Makes sense, right? If your life feels chaotic, it's because you have got too many variables changing all at once. You start a new diet, you join a new gym, you fix you try to fix your relationship, you launch that new business idea, you read 5 books, and you meditate twice. You do too much too fast, which in the end you don't have any transaction. The brain isn't designed to change 10 things at once. It is designed to master one thing at a time. So here's the fix that you need. Control the chaos. Simply that, okay? Simplify. Pick one lever at a time, okay? Clean up your food. Get constant sleep. Cut out 3 toxic people. And then go all in on that until you you basically baseline upgrade. Yeah, until you upgrade your baseline. So what I'm trying to say is stack the wins, don't juggle them. Moving on to number 7. Too much order. This may confuse you, but I'm getting somewhere. Here's the twist, okay? Too much order will trap you just as much as having too much chaos will trap you. Okay? You have to kind of have a middle ground somewhere, okay? Because when everything just feels safe and familiar, you just stop evolving. You stop experimenting, you stop taking risks, you stop growing because you're comfortable. You're okay, you can survive with what you have. You're happy with what you have. Maybe. Maybe you're happy. Maybe you're just convincing yourself that you are. And that is when people say, I feel stuck. Is because they stopped playing. You need controlled chaos. Little pockets of risk that stretch you. Try something new. Pitch an idea. Launch the page. Ask the questions. Obviously, don't do all of this at once, but just try new things because unfamiliarity forces your brain to adapt, and that is where evolution lives. That's where evolution is. That's where we need to go because comfort is the enemy of growth. I hope you said growth. Number 8, battle versus wars. Zoom out. Now, most people are playing the wrong game. They're playing the wrong game. They obsess over daily motivation, daily hacks, daily habits, daily failures, that they miss the bigger picture. You can lose a battle and still win the war. And you can win a battle and still lose a war. The key is knowing the difference. If your long-term goal is clear, you can miss a day and bounce back. Take a hit and recalibrate. Delay gratification until without spiraling out of control or going into depression. Because you are not playing to feel good today. You are playing to win over time. So zoom out and stay the course. Number 9. We're almost to the end. Number 9. Garbage in, garbage out. So we've talked about food already. That was number 1. I hope you remembered. But this goes further, okay? Information, what you see, what you hear, what you feel, touch, and whatever, your brain registers is fuel. It's also fuel. And most people are consuming garbage. Doom scrolling. Complaints. Cheap dopamine. Gossips. Outrage. And then they wonder why they feel anxious and distracted. If you consume chaos every day, you will produce confusion. And if you consume, sorry, no. And when you consume wisdom, calm, and strategy, you start producing clarity. So audit what goes in because it becomes what goes out. And that's number 9. Number 10, last of all, I hope you remember all we just talked about and we're paying close attention. Number 10, people are the biggest programmers. Here is what everyone likes to ignore. You're being programmed by the people around you. Okay? Even if you think you're strong, even like if you're around quitters, you will normalize quitting. If you're around thinkers, you will normalize overthinking. If you're around doers, you will normalize execution. Your environment is just so contagious, okay? And humans are your biggest influencers. So you need to make a hard decision. Ask yourself, do the people around me represent my future or my past? And be ruthlessly honest with yourself. And if the answer stings, then you know what you need to do next. That's your next move. And that's it for number 10. Now, if your mind still feels like it's fighting itself, if you feel like you cannot focus, you can't move, or you can't get ahead, you're not broken. You're just overwhelmed by bad input, unclear goals, weak environments, and scattered energies. And this is exactly how you unfuck your brain. What was number 1? Eat better. Number 2, sleep deeper. Clean your space. Define the goal. It'll be great if it's a long-term goal because then you don't have to get over here and then have to spend more time planning for something else. Simplify the chaos. Test the equation. Challenge your comfort. Focus on the war, not the battle. Love the hell out of the macro, as in battle. Filter your inputs. And lastly, protect your energy. Do that. Do all of that. And watch what happens. My name is Marisha, and I make videos like this to give you clarity. Real clarity. Not the hype. Not the fluff. Just the hard, tactical truth that actually helps you move forward. So, if this hit you, share it. If it challenges you, comment. Drop a comment. Say something like, say which one is your favorite, okay? Which one you're gonna do today. Today, I mean. And if this lit a fire under your ass, then subscribe because you need to be here. Let's unfuck our brains, okay? Let's unfuck your brain and start building the life that you've been delaying. Now, if you like the video, if you want to see more of my content, you can check out this video, or you can go straight to my channel. And yes, I'll be seeing you in my next one. And once again, I apologize for the way I'm talking. Bye.